And let's jump to the intro. What up, viewers? What up, what up? I am continuing my playthrough of Thronebreaker. Last time we had just gotten a missive from the Dwarf King. I think we're 85% done with this this section, or this map, this chapter. Hopefully I've done enough to get on the good graces of the Dwarf King. But if not, I don't know what I'll do then.
Come on.
So let's
get them shackles.
Play some Gwent and see what happens when we talk to, oh god, what's his name? Hoover Brugg? Hoover Brugg. I don't know. Weird name. What was his name? Mahakam. Hoover Brugg. I think it was Hoover Brugg. Or was it Hover? Is it like Hoover Brugg? Or no. Hoog? Bruver Hoog? Maybe that's what it was. Also, the distribution of these flags is never high enough. What new card did I get? I got the Golden Froth. You sell allies on a row by 4. Bruver Hoog. Yeah, I'm just gonna go north a bit. Also, was that something I passed the first time around? What if I use scouts right now? Oh, there is something. All over there. Something at the bottom of this map? Interesting. Oh, a lady. We've spotted gold down there among the debris. We can send a few soldiers to dig it up, but if the rope snap, those rocks will serve as their final resting place. Do I want to piss off that? It is Bruver Hoog. How badly do I need money? Oh. Uh-oh. Excuse me. I mean, I'm usually pretty good at trading soldiers for money, but I think I'm gonna go with not pissing them off. Whew. Oh man, cleared out the sinuses on that one. Okay, let's go back up here and head north. It looks like a wild streamer appears. What up, dude? What up? What are you up to? How am I finding recruits in the Dwarven Hills? Am I recruiting dwarves? Just messing around on environments right now. Nice. Who'd you get to max level? Or who'd you beat the game with? What class? Stonehearth. Mindful of the intensifying storm, Maeve halted and marched at a roadside inn by the name of Stonehearth. Waiting... Stonehearth? Not Hearthstone? Yeah, come on. Also, that is basically a picture of a Hearthstone. Waiting for a return in the weather, Maeve bid her time by playing a round of Gwent with the innkeeper. It appeared the residents of Mahakam played by a set of rules different than humans were accustomed to in the lowlands. I made a new Technomancer and soloed as much as I could. Nice. Destroy the Hearthstone's resident hero, Garth Rockstew. Units whose armor is reduced to 0 are destroyed. Every turn, draw a card. Oh. I'm playing Hearthstone! Oh my god, this is definitely Hearthstone. Oh my god, what is going on? Parrot Field Marshal. Mana cost 1. Okay. Mana cost 2. How much mana do I have? In 1 mana. They're definitely trying to get me to play. How much mana do I have?
Reckon right.
Oh, it's like fills up the row. Oh, I'm gonna have up to 9 mana. Wow, this is definitely a Hearthstone. Draw a parrot card from the deck, or a pirate card from the deck. Either damage the enemy hero by parrot field martial power, or force parrot field martial and another enemy to damage each other once by their own power. Okay. They've invented Hearthstone in this game. In Gwent. I'm playing a game of Hearthstone. This unit takes damage and survives. Spawn a base copy of it. So this is just attack. No, I like this guy. Either damage the enemy hero by a very large wisp power, or force very large wisp and an enemy to damage each other. I attack very large wisp. Kill off my parrot. My parrot also is already fetched. Elite Bovine Chieftain? Wow, they went all out on this. Nice. So I can't store mana, right? Bovine Flatulence, mana cost 3. Set a unit's armor to 1. I like spawning more and more allies. Do I have anything that costs mana 1? No, but I don't like infinitely spawn these guys. In Hearthstone you have permanent... Oh god. Sylvian Breezewalker instead of Sylvanas Windrunner. Okay, I have 4 mana now. That's not gonna do very much. Boost this unit by the amount of damage taken by the hero on your side of the battlefield. Surly Patron. Yeah, definitely. Spawn 2 Blast Balls. Warning, Blast Balls may explode.
Natural, of course.
Damage the enemy hero by a random amount between 1 and 4. Ow! I don't know how to play a Hearthstone. Oh, I haven't actually played a card yet. And I have 5 mana? I can't do Sylvanas Windrunner yet. Cabin Boy! Boost this unit by the amount of damage taken by the hero on your side of the battlefield. And then a Surly Peyton or a Cabin Boy? Oh, I can only play 1 card? Oh, this isn't Hearthstone at all! I like how it's random between 1 and 4, and I've hit for 1 twice in a row. Sees a random what?
Yes, Dwarf.
Sees a random enemy. Wow. Mind control. I'm definitely gonna lose.
Some things cannot be forgiven.
Oh, Kevin boy. There you go for the kill. Professor Blastwave. Ooh, another spawn.
Yes.
It's not what I was doing. Oh, it's Death Wish sees a random person. Okay. Is that a horse on a... Oh my god, the famous roach. Oh my god, the famous roach on a roof. That's funny. Either damage the enemy hero by roaches the pirate's power, or force roaches the pirate and an enemy to damage each other. When a pirate is played, summon this unit from your deck. Need more blast balls. Why is it by a random amount between 1 and 4? Oh, it's Death Wish. Gosh dang it, I keep seeing these Death Wishes and thinking... Okay. Nice. Oh, Kevin boy.
Follow me this way.
Oh, bye. I beat him! I beat him at Stonehearth. I got the Blizzard card. Oh man, that was great. Good job. Good job, Gwent team. You did good there.
Welcome to me inn. We've many folk today, but there's always room enough for more. Good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
We've many folk today, but there's always room enough for more.
That was great. If I do say so myself. What does the Blizzard... What did Blizzard do? Spawn and play 2 random trinkets? Ooh, that sounds powerful. I don't even want decoys anymore. I'll get rid of the decoy. I like Blizzard. Yeah, I like Blizzard. What of it? Oh wait. I have enough resources to do something.
Take mantle of fresh snow today. Got a blow before too long. Bring a rush down.
Hey, dude.
Oh, scalded up a shile ma's ass. Braving the snow in those mega courts, are ye? Truly. Throw yourselves here for a spell afore moving on. Snow falls down, tis the chattering. Winds are howling, frost heavy, la 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 la.
Can I fight a monster? I completely skip fighting a monster? How would I do that? I have to go. I have to go around to get to the monster. Okay. I was like, that doesn't sound like me to skip a monster fight. Fight! Fight! Remnants. The fact that Delver Brewer Hoog had finished spring cleaning did not mean the passage was safe. Off the beaten track, amidst icy windswept ruins, beasts yet skulked, eager to ambush naive travelers who strayed too far from the road. Eliminate both the reckless and shrewd vampires. Do not let any more of your soldiers get seized. Use leader's abilities. 'Tis a puzzle. Every turn on turn start, seize the lowest unit on the opposite row and move it to your allied ranged row in the rightmost position. Every 2 turns on turn start, seize the highest unit on the opposite row and move it to the allied. Okay. Soldier Puppet. Boost an ally by 4 and give it 1 armor, and then trigger all the allies' loyalty positions. How do I defeat them? You're going to seize the highest unit, so that's already the soldier. Yeah. Now you're going to seize the lowest unit, which is going to be this guy. So I need to boost you by like 10. And now you're the lowest unit. So we pass. Oh, crap! To go low, high, or high, low, high, low? It goes high, low. Okay. High, low. Low. Now high. Now low. Hiya! Die vampire! Kill the vampire! The Workers' Commission have determined that the nasty stench flowing around Crag Pass gold mine is not, in fact, a fart, Maltas or otherwise, but is caused by methane fumes. As a result, please heed the following. Do not enter the mine until the stench is cleared, under no circumstances. Do not come within 30 paces of the mine entrance without a flame. Or with a flame. Apologize to Volta for any inconvenience you caused her. Hoo hoo ha! War's weird. I want to go to this. To the mess tent. Not to the Black Rider. To the Grey Rider. Alright, one more chest to find. And have I found, if I use my, all the maps I have, yeah, use the 2 maps for this place. Nice. Good job.
Walk for an hour.
Nice.
It is hot out.
Yes, it is.
Now I'm gonna die.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Ooh, another dragon.
Can you buy another one of those? That we
Yeah.
can put like on the fridge above your
Yes.
That smells way better.
Yeah. Can you give me water? I think I'm gonna wait on the dragon fight.
Like it smells great in here.
Oh.
She's tired.
Tired. Dear son, I've opened the family tomb, and it only means your father has passed and now rests in peace beside me. Please do not grieve, for this is the way of life. Anyways, always has been, always will be. You're the head of the family now. It won't be easy undertaking, but But dinna fret. I set aside a sizable sum for this very day. You'll find it where we used to watch the sunset. May your fortune be long and bright. Your mum. Ah, top of the mountain. Top of the mountain to ya. Alright, what's going over here? Grave robbers?
We've now witnessed a sorry sight. A mass funeral for miners killed due to a tragic convergence of events. Their lead caskets lay upon the snow, wreaths of hop cones laid upon them in turn. The mourners waited for the diggers to finish. The digging was tough, for the ground was frozen. As the crunch and thud of picks and shovels continued, the dead miner's foreman scrambled onto a boulder to make a speech. Angry shouts and loud booing stopped him.
You knew it! You knew they'd smell vapors, but you ordered them to keep digging till it blew up in their faces!
Meet the daily quota, whatever the cost, eh?
You've blood on your mitts, horse!
Excuse me.
A mourner then picked up a chunk of frozen ground and threw it at the foreman.
Uh-oh.
Blood spurted from the gash that appeared on his forehead.
Uh-oh.
The first dirt chunk was followed by another, then by a rock, a brick.
Oh, they're killing this
He
man.
realized that if she did not intervene, the foreman stood to be stoned to death.
The foreman ordered people to keep digging. I can't let the dude die.
Something had to be done quickly. Meve saw this clearly. She spurred her mount and rode into the cemetery, pushing through the throng, then stopping before the foreman, the horse shielding him from further blows.
Calm yourselves! Silence! His guilt cannot be decided here. It must!
Before Meve could finish her plea, a large rock thrown from the crowd struck her bosom, nearly knocking her from her saddle. Upon seeing this, her Lyrian escort lowered spears and drew swords and rushed at the angry mourners.
Oh no.
Shino Kren!
Isbel cried out. Her hands began to radiate a fierce light that blinded both dwarves and Lyrians alike.
Have you lost your minds, all of you together? Not had your fill of misfortune yet? Lower your arms at once.
Whether the power of Isbel's magic
Lower
or
your
the force
arms,
of
they're
her
throwing
appeal
rocks
had
at
the
me.
greater effect is difficult to say for certain. Either way, both sides suddenly lost the desire to fight. Meve breathed a sigh of relief, aware that if not for Isbel's intervention, a great amount of blood would have been spilled at that cemetery.
Ruh-roh.
Knew there'd be a stink cause of this. Knew there'd be a stink cause of this. Well, we may have gotten a wee bit carried away.
Oh,
It's
carried away.
good you brought back some order. Well, we may have gotten a wee bit carried away. Tis good you brought back some order. Knew there'd be a stink cause of this.
Alright, let's go fight a dragon. Been chewing on the corpse of a dwarf for like 2 minutes now. Dragon! Fight! Blood in the snow. Suddenly, a piercing shriek came from above, giving him no chance to react. A large creature swooped down from the sky and plucked up an unfortunate infantryman. His blood was spattered across the snow, leaving a crimson trail straight to the beast's nest. Blood on the snow, blood on the snow. Round start, yeah, that's not enough. Anyway, Jade. Herbalist? All herbalists all the time? Create a trinket. Spawn and play two random trinkets. Turn someone into a bear. Probably don't need field medic. Slingers would be good. That's fine for now. Alright, we're starting with early slinger.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Oh god, what happens when this lizard? Death Wish, multiply the units charged by a certain amount. Okay. No, don't shoot my archer, punk.
One bullet's all I need.
Shoot them all. Ow! What? Oh, I'll still draw a full 3. That'll be great. Get rid of the cavalryman. I'll play Gabor. Damage a unit by 15 if it was destroyed, deal any damage to another unit. Okay. I think it's good enough for now.
The chase is on!
Stop killing eggs. Remember?
Again and again and again.
It's lizard.
Ow!
My scars? No, they don't hurt.
Oh, fire. Yeah, baby.
Don't take that!
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
I'm gonna get, oh, what's his name? Bye, Xavier.
Left, right, left, right.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
And a time to die. Hey, don't attack my dog.
Give me a target.
Discipline shall bring us victory.
Again and again and again.
Gonna get crazy up in here. What?
Our ballista, your command.
Yeah, yeah!
See if they duplicate.
We'll catch 'em all!
Ha!
Only have the one archer. I'm gonna turn someone into a bear. What the heck is that? Seleno or transform all harpy eggs into harpies and boost self by 3 for each one transformed. That's bullshit.
Have her done in a jiffy.
Do I have 2 trinkets on my deck?
Yes, I'm on it.
6 random enemies to the other row and damage them by 2. Boost all allies and give 2 by 2 and give them immune. Oh, cool. Did I just say give boost 2 allies by 2? There he is. It's gone.
Coin never stinks, no matter how rank the pouch.
And the bomber, it was a bear the whole time. Alright, try and triple your score. Alright. Goodbye, dragon. Goodbye, Dargon. Dargon. Bruverhug. There's something to pick up over here on the right.
The Lyrians ascended the highest section of the Mahakam range.
Okay.
Snow crunched under their boots, cold air stung their lungs, and the wind snapped at their cloaks. Meve wiped sweat from her brow and turned to Raynor.
There! By the rocks! We shall...
What?
The rest of her words were drowned out by a powerful blast. The entire mountain rumbled with a low, vibrating roar. The sound grew louder, echoing off the rocks, splitting their ears. The Lyrians looked around, disoriented. Few heard Gabor's warning.
Dinna just stand there! Get behind the rock! Quick! Hurry!
Meve followed the dwarf's gaze and cried out in terror. The snow stuck to the mountainside had started to slide down the slope, sending up mists of icy dust. Before she could react, the white torrent knocked her to her knees, crushing her and smothering her into the ground. All she felt after that was all-encompassing cold and fear. Meve survived. The dwarves who ran to the Lyrian's rescue dug her out of the snow in time. Some of her soldiers were not so lucky. The queen looked at their bodies, blue, frozen.
Whoa!
Next to them lay dead horses, demolished wagons. The losses were enormous. Meve wiped her cheek. Her tears burned her frozen skin.
What?
Gabor spoke a while with the leader of the Mahakam guard patrol that had come to their rescue. His face was dour.
What? What have you learned?
I tell you all in good time. First, you need a warm drink, good victuals.
No, Gabor. I need to find out what in blazes happened here.
Well,
It's true.
it was an avalanche.
Of course it was an avalanche. I'm no fool. But what caused it? What was that noise?
Signal horns. Ours.
So you brought this snow down on us. Dwarves!
Well, aye, but, unawares.
Yeah.
I'm extremely curious how one sounds a horn without being aware of it. That must be quite a sight.
Meve, let me explain.
I will.
Go for it.
And the explanation better not sound like a clumsy excuse.
See, we clean our mount regularly. The way menfolk shovel snow off their roofs. Otherwise, the whole shebang would come tumbling down on our heads.
Heads.
When snow's gathered deep enough, we'd blast our horns to cause a controlled avalanche. Then we need to, sweep up a wee bit and the road's safe.
All well and good, but why did you decide to clean up right as I was passing through?
Wondering that myself. Schedule says next cleaning should have been a week from now. But someone asked the route to be cleared earlier.
Who?
Yeah, who?
Eve, I'll tell you. But first, promise you'll...
Nope.
Who?
Hey. Owain ep Glenvok, the Nilfgaardian emissary. Must have found out you'd be going through.
The bastard. Reynard! Reynard!
Wait! Wait! I understand you're a wee bit upset. You've every right.
Wee bit?
But you'll never prove
They just killed my army.
The sly weasel will make sure he didn't dirty his own paws.
I'll never prove Owain meant you harm.
I've no such scruples. I'll find him and kill him.
And then? How'd you tell that tale to Bruva? Meve, you're justly torped, but for the love, just this once, let it go.
No!
I'll leave Mahakam
Also,
with
let
me
it
a
go. What
scrap
happened
to
to
show
mountains? Say, let it go.
Moments later, scouts reported Owain was camped to the north of the accident site. Meve had to decide how much she was willing to risk to get her revenge on the Imperial emissary.
Oh dear God. Am I allowed to go back? I can.
By the elder sideburns, I'd no notion anyone was in the Vale. Nilfgaardian said the road was clear.
Oh, of course they did.
Sons. What a mess. I'm so sorry. With all my heart. Nilfgaardian said the road was clear.
Yeah, of course.
Ah,
And you listen to them. I don't even have the 50 gold to do run scouts out right now. Woo! That was painful.
While passing the mining settlement
Twin
of Kolstad,
Peaks!
Meve heard the sounds of battle.
Hey-ho! Into the fray, lads!
Expecting she would see monsters swarming dwarves, the queen set off at a gallop to the rescue. Her braid blew about in the wind like a banner, showing her men in which direction to attack. The dwarves she saw, however, were not engaged in a battle against Shaelmars and Barbigazes. No. they were going at one another. Luckily, no weapons had yet been drawn, but given the dwarves have hands the size of bread loaves, this did not necessarily mean there would be no deaths.
Oi, lads!
Roared Gabor Zigrin.
What's this foolishness? Calm the hell down, damn it!
Gabor's intervention proved successful. The dwarves limited themselves to verbal jousting. Meave, who was no stranger to barrack room talk, nonetheless turned crimson at the dwarves' cursing.
Whoa.
Piecing together the obscenities, Meave concluded they were debating an old quarrel about the height of a certain mountain, or rather of the twin peaks atop it.
Huh?
One of them lay in the territory of Clan Dahlberg, while the other in the Hoogsland. Each family felt their peak was the highest, all measurements indicating the contrary being total fabrications.
Queen?
Started Gabor, nervously chewing his moustache.
Oh, of
They're
course.
asking if you, as yin impartial and a fair-minded wench to boot, wouldn't you wish to settle their idiot squabble once and for all?
Meave knew well that this type of age-old quarrel could easily end in bloodshed, so she resolved to help. Representatives of the two clans gave her a strange mechanism she was to use to measure elevation. All that was left was for the Queen to button her coat up to the neck and scale the twin peaks.
Time to end this delicate feud, once and for all. Time to end this delicate feud, once and for all. Time to end this delicate feud, once and for all.
When she and her force had travelled half the way to the first, she heard a long roar that made snow shelves detach and descend. Without waiting for her scouts to return with reports, Meave drew her sword.
Fight night. Twin Peaks. Shortened battle. Fighting on a steep mountain slope is no easy task. The Lyrians struggled to find solid footing in the snow. Propped up by their spears, their eyes squinted under ice-speckled brows. Whereas the beasts they moved with ease, leaping from rock to rock, long talons scraping menacingly against the stone. Against the stone! Hey, it's my angry crew. On and play 2 random trinkets. That's what he does. Get 2 trinkets in your deck. Archers, summoners, a healer. Oh, screw you.
Eyes up, lads! They're flying straight for us!
I'm a war, sir.
Think by the archer.
Oh, could murder a pint.
Gabor was a bear this whole time? Oh, wait.
Quite the clever little contraption they gave us. Work of a gnome, of course.
No, my dog's
Left,
gonna die.
right, left, right.
Ah!
Should have listened to me, old lady. One bolt I
I'm playing wolves. Oh dear God. Did they actually have a bear?
Again and again and again.
Alright, after I lose this one, I will be sure to...
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Again.
Left, right, left, right.
Yeah, yeah! We'll catch 'em all!
Next turn I can play... Oh, okay. He dies.
When will you ever learn?
Ah. Yeah, I gotta go for like moving people around and stuff. Actually, healers would be good.
Aye.
Eyes up, lads! They're flying straight for us!
Watch your heads!
Gonna turn someone into a bear. Speaking of bears. Oh no, dog!
Quite the clever little contraption they gave us. Work of a gnome, of course.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Ah!
Bigger they are, easier they are to tag.
Oh, I do have Isabel. Okay. Remember to play Isabel.
You sure about that?
I don't even know what this card does. Move 3 cards to the other row on their side if any of them are damaged by 2. Oh no. What is this? What does this card do? Give unit 8 armor.
Left, right, left, right.
Make love, not war.
Ah, should have listened to me, old lady.
Please kill Gabor. Nice. I don't think I have time to wait.
Give me a time.
And that should turn the tide of battle. Bye, Isabel. We hardly knew you.
Ballista, your command.
Woo! Isabel.
Take those measurements and let's be gone from this place.
Measure the mountain.
The Lyrians managed to repel the monsters and reach both peaks. Upon each, Meve ordered her men to take the measurements. While waiting, she admired the breathtaking view of the Mahakaman Massif. The dwarven contraption left no room for doubt. The peak within the Dalberg clan territory was 2 feet higher than that within Hoog territory.
Ooh.
Gabor was clearly displeased with the results.
Damn it all! I'd hoped you'd prove Brewer's clan was in the right. He'd have been content to see the Dalbergs knocked down a peg or 2. And, possibly, he'd have been more inclined to help you,
said the dwarf in frustration.
Oh my god, I gotta lie.
Then, after a pause, he added,
Although, only you saw what the device showed, Queen. Perhaps you could, recalibrate the results a wee bit?
Nope.
To lie would be simple, true.
said Meve.
Yet to forget the matter would be so much harder. No, Gabor, I shall tell the truth.
The Queen's tone made it clear the discussion was over. Gabor let the matter lie, and Meve's force began its descent down the mountainside.
Oh, the chest is over here. Right? Yes. Give me that money! Remember that time I sent all the money I was sitting on? Or I didn't spend all the money I was sitting on?
The dwarves of both clans had been waiting with bated breath for the expedition's return and report. As soon as Meve announced the results, the Dalbergs rolled barrels of beer out into the square and began to celebrate. Naturally, the Hoogs were disappointed, yet they accepted Meve's results as final. At last, they had come to trust her.
Dalbergs are the dwarfs we need. Every Hoogs are Dunderheed.
Dunderheed.
Dalbergs are the dwarfs we need. Every Hoogs are Dunderheed.
Oh, that's
Dalbergs are the dwarfs we need. Every Hoogs are Dunderheed.
For frostbite, you'd best avail yourself of some onions. Even better if you had a wee nip of vodka.
Vodka.
Snotters are frozen solid, and Not just those in my beard. Why, I got my nose too. Once we're neath Carbon, we'll find our way to the tavern. Set our arses down by the fire, and sit mugs of mulled wine. For frostbite, you'd best avail.
As Meve neared Langbridge, she ordered her bugler to announce her arrival, then retired to her tent to freshen up. Gascon was already inside, awaiting her.
I do not seem to recall summoning you.
In that case, I must tell you to fret not. Nothing wrong with your memory. I've come with no agenda. Spontaneously, call it, to chat.
Then I propose you leave. Just as spontaneously, call it. I must don fresh clothes. I'm to see the Elder soon, and I'd prefer to not smell of horse sweat.
Doubt it'd make much difference to him. And be assured, I know what I speak of. When last we met, I found myself standing downwind of him. A pungent experience.
You test my patience, Gascon. Who? Also, Reynard's fine, right?
Well, Hugh was saved the experience of his breath. So pungent I thought I might faint.
Well, to revive you, pinch you awake, I'm sure would be quite a pleasure.
Gascon, I beg your pardon. Ugh, I shall have nightmares now.
Not tonight. For I fear you might not sleep at all. You see, there's something you ought to know. And decidedly before you meet with Bruver. The sites we cleared of beasts, I ferreted a bit. Noted something peculiar. Any notion what it was?
None. The monumental dwarven architecture, perhaps?
Bones, my dear Meve. Dwarven bones. Now, guess what I found on them?
Wait, don't dare give me any hints. Bite marks.
Of course. After all, they'd been gnawed clean of all flesh by monsters, incidentally making it quite easy to spot other markings. Ones made by axes and swords. To be certain, I showed the bones to our medics, and they confirmed my conclusion.
Meaning what? That the entire clan, the Fuchses,
did not perish due to an invasion of beasts from the depths. The monsters merely ate the bodies and occupied empty homes. Now, I shared my discovery with Gabor, and guess what he did? He panicked. He started to squirm, babble nonsense. I wager my right arm, he's hiding something.
Oh dear God.
Overly eager to aid us from the start he was. I might have sent something. I shall have him summoned at once. And I thank you, Gascon. I won't forget this.
Alright, Gabor. What do you got to explain to yourself?
At first, he tried to mislead her with evasive answers, but as her pointed questions demolished one clumsy excuse after another, he had to give in.
Oi. As King Desmond said after a hefty squirt in his hose, we can't sweep this under the rug.
If you think I welcome jests in this moment, you err. My fingers itch to summon the hangman.
Right. So...
Hangman.
Tis true. I misled you. On our clan elder's orders, supposed to make sure you destroyed Burr's Rump and Davor's Abyss thoroughly enough to leave nae a trace.
What? Why? What did they wish to hide?
They was home to the Fuchses, our mortal enemies. They'd been a boil in our heinies for ages.
A boil
thumbing their noses,
on our
taking
heinies.
what they want, when they want. And the Elder-in-Chief didn't gie a ploughing whit. So to stop them, our clan, we did the unpardonable. The Ziggurin elders saw their chance and they...
Gods. So you were responsible for the deaths of all those dwarves?
Me? I didn't raise a finger. Tried to stop them, in fact.
No witnesses survived, meaning you must have murdered the entire clan. How?
Queen, you sure you...
I am. And you should be sure to answer in full, omitting no detail.
A few years back, we got pummeled by a horrendous winter.
M&M time?
Stone-breaking frosts, whiteout storms, avalanches. Made travelling a painful form of suicide. Hunger drove beasts out of their dens. Pass was covered in the filth. Got to where they paced right outside the walls. Fuchses fought a hard, bloody fight to keep the critters out of the
They killed the whole clan of dwarves?
Lost near every axe-wielding dwarf they had. Only survivors had to winter at Burr's Rump. Our elders felt such an opportunity would they knock again. After killing the town's meagre guard, they set fire to it and barricaded the gates.
Wow.
They didn't stand a chance.
Bastards. How in the world did the truth go undiscovered?
Once it were over, our dwarves opened the gates. Before they'd lit their pipes, starving beasts came crawling out of the pass. The stank of dead flesh was strong. Zigrins who came back from that never were the same. If you'd only gandered their gaze when they had us all take a vow of silence. And then...
You invented that blarney about primeval monstrosities the Fuchses had awoken by mining too deep. A riveting tale, and one with a moral to boot.
Aye. But the elders worried Bruver would suspect something all the same. That's why they wanted you to destroy all the evidence.
Repugnant. You claim not to have taken part, but neither did you do anything to stop the massacre.
What was it to do exactly? The elders had decided. No dwarf would listen to me.
You might have informed the Elder-in-Chief. The guilty would have been punished.
The guilty? You didn't ken Bruver. He'd punish the whole clan. Women, children, no exceptions.
Wow.
Eve, Queen, I'm begging you. He canna ever learn of this. Aye, I want a hack flame too when I think what the Elder's done. But t'other way it'd bring but more pain and death.
You've got a lot of nerve.
Yeah,
making requests after lying to me.
Not covering up.
Trying to ensure you ken the stakes. But you'll do as you see fit. Like always.
I need to consider what's right. Meanwhile, Gascon, make sure Gabor remains our guest.
Of course. I'll let you know if he so much as rolls his eyes towards an escape route.
Goodbye, Gabor. I didn't very like you very much. Anything else I want to check out before I leave? Or send some men down there to pick up that gold? No. Nice. Got all the chests, all that
Bruver
matters.
stood by the bridge like a statue, arms crossed, eyes squinting. Meve sighed inside. She stood little chance of having a pleasant chat.
Elder-in-Chief, sir.
No sharing and gracing here, lass. Plowing humans. Always out to fix things, always end up cocking them up. You think you're due glory, do you? Monster Slayer Meve? Patroness of dwarves? Blast it. What do you think? Why didn't I exterminate those beasts myself, eh? Go on, tell me!
For you.
For I didn't want to. For something didn't fit, damn it. So I resolved to not destroy their nests and evidence till I learned the truth of whodunit.
Postponed it all those years expressly. Though your subjects were dying.
I didn't need no lectures from the likes of you.
Wow.
Justice must be served. That's worth any price. And I was close. Had leads. And now, it's all gone to hell. You flooded Dvor's abyss. You brought Burrow's rump down on itself. And I'll never ken who killed the Fuchses. Understand? Never!
I would not be so sure.
Sure a bloody what?
That you shall never learn the truth. For I learnt it just moments ago. 'Twas the Zigrins who killed the Fuchses.
Sickrens? But, hold. Aye, would explain a
What's
lot.
going on with his
that.
eyes?
Ah, the snakes, worms, rogues! Why, I'll show 'em. All right. Got to admit you've more in that pretty head of yours than I expected, but dinna you start thinking we'll be toasting a new friendship. You want our aid? You'll have to answer our questions. My questions. Lots of them. And they're all hard, so dinna you go smiling at me yet.
Why, I wouldn't dare.
Better not. Right. Time we moved on.
Bruver set off at a brisk pace, paying Neve nor anyone else heed. The Elder's bodyguards rushed after him. Then came the Lyrian force.
Well, I actually have to answer
and
questions.
at its end trudged Gabor Zigrin, hands and feet in shackles.
Bye, Gabor. Can I go back the way I came? No. Why am I walking here? The land bridge is strictly forbidden to stomp, jump, lean over the edge, check for arrest, carve runes in the handrails. Hoo hoo ha.
Wanted to hunt monsters, eh? Oh, Elder's furious. Spits flying 10 feet. Let humans neath carbon. Dinna ken if that's wise. Let humans neath carbon. Dinna ken if that's wise. Let humans neath carbon.
Yep.
Dinna ken if that's wise.
Dwarves demonstrate innovative thinking in many domains. Metallurgy, engineering,
Metallurgy?
architecture.
Metallurgy?
Yet there is one in which they could not be bothered. Naming. For this reason, the bridge that linked the Mahakam Pass with Mount Carbon was simply named Langbridge. Neve learned it was a thoroughly fitting name. Having stopped for a breath halfway across the road suspended over a deep chasm, the Queen could see neither end of the bridge, both concealed by thick clouds.
Amazing.
Whispered the Queen.
I feel as though we traversed the very sky.
The Queen and her retinue were nearing Mount Carbon when Neve heard a cry. It was Xavier.
Hold! Hold!
Neve drew in her reins abruptly. Her mare neighed and reared, lifting the Queen above her formation of men. From that height, she saw the last pier of the bridge crumbling. The dwarves at the head of the procession were unable to stop in time and plummeted, screaming into the abyss.
What's the meaning of this, gods damn it?
Bruver roared.
Fetch the engineers! No!
The Queen was striving to calm her spooked mount when she sensed something swish past her ear. Out of nowhere, a Scoia'tael band had appeared at the rear of the column. Before anyone could react, elven archers had felled the rear guard. The soldiers lay on the bridge's stone surface with arrows in their backs. Neve was trapped. In one direction lay the chasm, in the other, a fierce foe. She had no choice but to stand and fight.
Man, always gotta kill these elves. Story battle, shortened battle, extra cards. Battle of Langbridge. The Lyrians watched in disbelief as Scoia'tael warriors slit the throats of Mahakam guards. How could this be? Non-human against non-human? To what end? Could it be the elder races do not uniformly support the squirrels' cause? No doubt these questions and more plagued the men's thoughts, yet this was not the time to entertain them. This was a time to fight. To fight! And fight! Permanent resilient, immune. When the unit is moved to the same row as the cliff, destroy it. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I got a dwarf. Move a unit one row away from the opponent. What is reach? Distance and rows that you can target. Ah. Ooh, Bruver Hoog spawn two Mahakam protectors. So these no, that's an Actor. Resilience armor 4. And move an enemy from melee row to ranged row. Okay. I don't need scythemen. I think I'm going to be pushing people as much as possible. Slingers, that'll help. Arbalists, no. Medics, maybe. Slingers aren't blitz, right? Ooh, Isabel.
You are mine.
We trapped you, Grace, but we can try and fight our way through.
You butthole.
Watch your heads!
Water is the poison.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Like my whole deck is about moving people.
Special prize, just for you, love.
Let's get Rover onto the table.
Think you ball bags can do whatever the devils you please?
The devils you
this
please.
This is Mahakam!
And now we. Oh, Drummers could summon. What's his name?
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Yeah, this is gonna be done. I was like, oh, use a slinger, even though.
Show me the coin or sod off.
We'll catch them all! The chase is on!
I have to target an enemy? Or an ally? Man. Have I not played a card yet? I haven't even played a card yet. Turn someone into a bear? Ooh, this could be fun. Alright.
Left, right, left,
What do you
right.
do? Damaging by 2 if it was already damaged, boosted, damage it by 6 instead.
Nay, Dwarf camest.
Let us sing the song of steel.
Again and again and again.
Wow. Good doggy.
It's not too late to walk away.
Ryan!
As ordered.
Now
This is
we will
silly.
see who is weak.
This is very silly. It's fun, but it's silly.
bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Whoa, what? How high is this guy?
Your tricks will not save you, Dwarf.
What? You monster. Oh, they cost 6. Okay. Okay. Just finished. I was like, nah, I'm gonna play it just for funsies.
Let her in her! She must die!
What'd you call me?
Their strength combined, the Lyrians and Dwarves managed to defeat the Scoia'tael. The guerrillas had weakened the last span of the bridge, turning the crossing into a deadly trap. Had Xavier, who noticed the weakened structure at the last instant, not called out, all would have fallen into the chasm. The Lyrians managed to capture the unit commander. She stood, her head raised high, and when Meve glared at her, she did not avert her eyes.
Rose-eye.
What is your name, elf?
Abayeth met a Parstwan.
She said,
Thank you, Reynard. I know well what she said.
Oh.
Kiss my arse. Is that truly the best you can muster?
I'd rather show you exactly what I can muster. Tell them to unbind me.
You got your opportunity. On the battlefield. Will you not tell me what they call you? Fine. It's all the same to me. I'm more interested to know how you came to be here. Who sent you?
No one. It was my decision to kill you, and thus avenge Eldain. Do you remember him? The elf whom you denied a burial? Whom you left in an open field to rot? You've elven blood on your hands. The blood of the elves of the Moulderwood.
What are the elves?
Eldain was a criminal. He got what he deserved.
You call him a criminal? What do you call humans who murder our kind in pogroms? Who massacre us?
I call
what
them
do you
criminals
call
too.
Black Rayla who fought at your side? Do not dare compare us. Do not dare!
Enough. I've heard all I wish to hear.
But I haven't. Did you fall in your heed, elf, eh? If you want to fight humans, go on and do it. You cannot talk sense to Egypts and nay here, damn it. Mahakam is and will be neutral.
You cannot be neutral. To
Mm.
Dwan, you are either their foe or their dog. Mahakam has stood aside, sleeping long enough. That is why we struck it in its very heart. As a call to battle.
This guard is looking directly in the camera.
A call to brethren whom you, Elder, have kept from the
Staring
world too
directly
long.
at me.
I have kept him away. I've been bloody right to do so. You want to play at war, you numpties? You want to force the Pontar to flow upstream? Gang right ahead. Good riddance, I say. Gan kill, gan die if you fancy. But God's damn it, leave us alone. Yeah, I should kill you. With my own hands. I should cut your throat, put you out of your misery. That's what you want, innit? To die? To die a stupid death? Well, I'll not grant you that. Nay, nay, I'll lock you in a tower. Sit there 3 centuries, and you just might grow a brain.
Yeah.
Bruva Hoog gazed
Bruva
after the
Hoog.
shackled elf as she was led away. Neve expected him to continue fuming, cursing her. But the dwarf stood silent. And his old eyes, half concealed by brows bushy as a forest floor, showed not anger, but the deepest sadness. Dwarven engineers made quick work of repairing the crumbled bridge span.
Ooh. Hey.
Ooh, Elder's furious. Spits flying 10 feet.
Flying 10 feet?
Look, Mount Carbon.
Damn. And I thought Novigrad was big.
Yeah.
So the elves are against us. Against our elder. Treacherous hounds.
Hounds.
Truth be told, I supported the Scoia Telephone. No, I wish every last one of them dead. Dead! Long-eared bastards. Raising our own saplings against us in rebellion. Sowing unrest. Violence. In the mountains. Truth be told, I supported the Scoia Telephone. No, I wish every last one of them dead.
Mount Carbon.
Dead!
Wipe your feet, comb your beard. Get but foreign garb, bring it not here. Wipe your feet, comb your beard, but foreign garb, bring it not here. Carbon's heart, can ye hear the throb? You're a dwarf, damn it, not a slob. Hoo hoo ha! Oh wow, really is a big. Hey, that was a
The
statue.
Lyrians stepped inside Mount Carbon's bowels. Meve rode while looking upwards, admiring the intricately carved ceiling, gilded walls, monumental bas-reliefs carved from basalt. Yet this was no time to admire the sights. Bruver Hoog had summoned her to speak.
Bruver Hoog.
I thank you for your
Let's talk,
invitation,
Bruver.
Elder.
Aye, invitation. Choice term, lass. You wangled your way in here. Long
Wangled?
I've lived, but ne'er have I seen a wench so stubborn.
With all due respect, do you not feel like a pot conversing with a kettle?
True enough. Changes of mind didn't come easy to me, but they do come at times. Human wars concern me not at all.
Yeah.
For so many they are, who could count them? A year goes by without one wanking king invading another's realm. A dog with scabies is less restless. That's why this morning I aimed to send you off with nothing. Mattered not what the clans were saying. Rivia, Schmivia, who gives a sheep's fart? But that was this morn, before that daft wench attacked. Nilfgaard supports the Scoia'tael, it's common knowledge. Nilfgaard uses them. Well, I'm nae worse, and I choose to use Queen Meve.
Hey!
So what use would you make of me, if I might ask? You've a plan?
Aye, the kind dwarves like best. Simple, but sneaky. Like to give Nilfgaard a warning, you ken. If you're going to rile my dwarves, throw 'em into the Scoia'tael ranks, you'll regret it, aye? But I'd like to issue the warning without declaring war. All clear to you so far? So, when you march out of Mahakam, you'll find a company of our foot dwarves waiting out with the gate.
Hey.
Officially, volunteers enlisting with you against my will. And you're to put them at the fore next time you face Nilfgaard. Want the Blackclads to break their teeth on our bucklers, get a taste of our axe blades. After that, dare say they'll think twice before they send more Scoia'tael into these hells.
I do not... Thank you, Elder. You restore my hope that I shall have my home back in the end.
Faith can move
Means I could have gotten
mountains, aye,
revenge.
but it can't do much about borders. I've watched you close, and must admit you're a plucky lass. That enough for Nilfgaard? Canna be sure.
We will see. We shall know soon.
Volunteer Corps. I don't know if we found any command towns. Anglers. Shield bearers.
I would like to march at once. So by your leave...
Nay, not granted. At once? What's that mean? Our laws are clear. Guests are to be sent off with a thundering feast. Even the humans.
Bruver,
Hey.
as was Bruver's wont, insisted. So the Queen accepted the invitation, but as was her wont, set a condition. The feast was to last but one night, and not, as was the wont of local custom, an entire week.
Yeah.
All clans were to be represented at the feast, save one, of course, the Zigrins. For they had already learned their punishment. The entire clan was banished from Mahakam. An exception was made for one of their number, for Gabor, who was beheaded before the day was done.
Bye, Gabor!
When the sun had retired behind the peaks,
Holy
the underground
shit.
city came alive with the sound of bugles, bagpipes, and horns. The dwarves emerged out into the central square and danced exuberantly, sparks kicking up from their hobnail boots. The usually crabby elder-in-chief Hoog proved a cordial host that evening.
Let's drink, lest our neck shafts grow cobwebs!
Suddenly, a messenger arrived. Bruver lifted his copper horn to his ear and listened with furrowed brow.
What's that? Speak up!
When she saw a sour grin on his face, Meve knew the tidings were not good. Yet she did not suspect they pertained to her directly.
Meve, you expecting anyone?
How's that?
Runner says a delegation's arrived at Carbon. Freyliria and Rivia. Got a Nilfgaardian escort.
How dare they? Traitors. Who leads it?
You'd best sit.
Who leads the delegation?
It's your son, Willem, I fear.
Willem?
Mahakam remains neutral as regards all your squabbles. I trust I needn't remind you. So I'll have no scrambling or shoving, and certainly no bloodshed. Point of fact, I'd prefer it if you...
I wish to speak to him.
I'd forbid you, but, as I said, never seen a more stubborn wench. Alrighty then, jabber away with him. Just remember, hands to yourself.
Meve spotted banners, a Lyrian eagle upon one surrounded by Nilfgaard's black rags.
Ugh.
Her hands became fists, showing how helpless she felt. Then her son and rival, Willem, emerged from behind a row of Imperial footmen.
My. I should apologize. It seems I missed the coronation. Congratulations, my son. Who was it who placed the crown? General Epdahi?
Count Caldwell.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Our
Caldwell.
elder statesman. Why have you come here, of all places? To acquire arms for Nilfgaard?
As my official mission, yes. Yet unofficially, I wish to speak with you. I trust you've had tidings from the field. Edirn turned to ash and dust. Vizimir murdered Redania in chaos. Foltest forced to strike a pact by his vassals betrayed, Henselt the same.
This limerick, will it come to a point?
Why, yes. To the same as this war. Mother, I beg you, you must see it. Nilfgaard's victory is inevitable. Surrender now, and I shall show you mercy. For later it'll be too late.
There will be no later. We shall repel them, drive them south at the points of our pikes.
This we, Mother? Who precisely do you mean? You stand alone.
An impression many might have indeed. Yet I've allies. Those long loyal, and those new.
Yeah.
Where, Mother? In Zerrikania? For here, in the north, why, there are none. The fight is done.
Your friends from Nilfgaard will learn that is simply not true, when their ignorance bites them in the arse.
So you aim to persist? Whatever for?
For our freedom. For independence.
Curious. I could have sworn it was for your ambition, to soothe your wounded pride. When I was crowned, a fact you deride, though that makes it no less true, I swore the good of my subjects would guide me. And a war we are doomed to lose cannot in any way benefit them.
And slavery can. You know well the Blackclads put peasants in chains, like cattle.
Reprehensible, I agree, but...
And resettlement? Forced labor? Cruel laws that make death the punishment for the slightest offenses? Are those benefits? Well, answer me!
I see I will not sway you, Mother. A shame, though I take comfort in the fact I tried. And now, adieu.
Oh no, I, not you, will decide when this conversation is over.
Oh, have we anything else to discuss?
Are you perhaps aware that the Nilfgaardians tried to kill me?
What? No, I heard only about an avalanche.
Yeah.
Which tumbled down through no small effort of an Imperial envoy.
Never would I have agreed to such a heinous act.
I believe you.
I'm heartened that despite all
I believe you because I believe the Nilfgaardians wouldn't ever have asked your opinion. Think on it, son. Are you their ally or their tool? Can you ever be sure?
I am the king of Lyria and Rivia. To serve my subjects' best interests, I am prepared to make even the most painful concessions. Might I leave now? Or is there more?
Naturally. How did you know you would find me here?
I received Nilfgaardian reports to the effect that you've been seen in the past.
The roses are red and so are your cheeks, my son. As ever when you're caught in a lie. Lyria is 2 weeks' travel hence. Had you received word only once I was here, we'd have been long gone from Mahakam by the time you assembled a force and completed the march. No. You were forewarned of our intended route. It means I've a traitor in my ranks. Another one. Get out of my sight, villain. And pray we only ever face one another on neutral ground.
Maeve struggled inside not to turn and gaze once more at her son. He'd changed since they'd last faced each other, grown manlier, and he wore the crown well. The Queen returned to the banquet hall. Her advisors shot her questioning glances, curious what she had discussed with Bruver. But Maeve decided to keep the details to herself. One of them wore a Nilfgaardian lead around his neck. Until she knew who, she would have to remain vigilant.
Feasting's done, Reynard. We must consider our next move.
I've thought on it, Your Grace. We've strength enough to hit the foe, but still not the numbers to face him in open battle.
So what do you propose?
This war we cannot win alone, nor even with the dwarves at our side. But if we secure a victory, small yet symbolic, we shall show the other realms of the north all is not yet lost. Thus, I propose we attack behind the front lines, somewhere well clear of any major Imperial force.
Where would you suggest?
I'm considering Angren. To begin with, a thickly wooded marshy land, always helpful in clandestine operations. Secondly, the land strategically important, as it's the chief source of building material for Nilfgaard's fleets.
All too little, I fear. Since we require a victory that would be symbolic, we must strike where it shall hurt. And Angren
just recently welcomed a new regent in the person of Count Coldwell. My third argument. Naturally, if Your Majesty wishes, I'm prepared to present alternatives to this.
No need. We march at dawn.
Yay!
Maeve had toiled, cajoled, persuaded, and gained the dwarves' support. She left Mahakam strengthened, markedly. Even so, the Queen was in a foul mood. For it was clear a traitor, a viper, nested among the Lyrians. Someone who had conveyed the Queen's plans to her foe. From this moment on, Maeve would need to weigh every word she uttered, even in the presence of her closest associates.
I mean, it's basically Gascon.
Your Grace, we must put
Reynard.
our course forward. Shall we take the western passage into Angren, or...
Not now.
When, then? Dawn approaches, yet we know nothing of where...
I will not repeat myself.
The Queen knew she would learn the traitor's identity in the end. If need be, she would tear the name from the throat of another turncoat, Count Caldwell. Maeve drooled at the prospect of seeing Caldwell in chains, then passing him to the hangman.
Saddle the horses. I shall take the fore.
The time for diplomacy, for preparations and negotiations had gone. Maeve was to attack her foe at last, and she could not wait to do so.
Gesso footmen. Round start, appear on the battlefield. Chivo!
At long last, Maeve's force reached Angren's marshy woods. Ever been? No. Count yourselves lucky.
You certain we haven't lost our way?
Alas, here there is no way. We continue south, that's all.
South meaning the bottom.
Should you ever venture there, I offer you this advice. Do your utmost to make no noise. Poor soul. His comrades cried out, reached out, But alas, amidst frothing waters, they heard bones cracking, the moan of metal bent and crushed.
What the bloody hell? What was that?
Rather not know, personally.
Hold your positions. Arms at the ready.
It was a glusty war. One of many the Lyrians would encounter along their path. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. At last, Meve and her force stood upon the Yaruga's bank.
The Yaruga!
To find and punish the traitor Caldwell, they would have to cross the river. Yet the sole bridge nearby was in Nilfgaard's hands.
Your Majesty,
Here we are.
Some new reports require your attention.
Seas Red Lobodin. Alright, let's see what this swamp is all about. Swamp time! Swamp time. Alright, what do I have to read? Letters? Reports? Report from Angren. Angren partly under Nilfgaardian control. Man. Black-clad troops hold key fortresses and transportation arteries, but little beyond that. Swamp wilds remain uncharted, untamed. Count Caldwell rules Angren on behalf of Emperor. Commands small division of Tuzla Castle, south of the swamps. Guardian troops also supervise log cutting operations, supplying their fleet. Further danger presented by monster attacks. Foul beasts present in Angren's wetland in numbers far exceed those found anywhere else. Letter from Brewer Hoog. Dave, remember, the volunteers from Markham aren't to go without victuals, bevies, or brawls. Don't be stingy, I'm paying. Make sure they don't chum around with the other troops more than the absolute minimum. Keep them segregated. I don't want any of the idiotic human fashions depriving my decent dwarves, infecting the mountains when they get back. Brewer Who. P.S. If you fight the Blackclads with the same mule-headedness you showed me, they're in for a solid beating. But don't give up. Your Majesty, you are surely know already Count Caldwell's been handed control of Angren. Your son Willem seized this chance to assert his independence. When General Abdahi, absent from the capital, the young prince pushes his own decrees through the Council of Peers. It's not for me to judge whether this all isn't according to some plan of the invaders. Yesterday, emissaries from Temeria and Codwin came to court. I'm afraid they seek to cut a deal with Nilfgaardians. In Redania, if Redania joins them, the war will end and the enemy shall triumph. My lady, the North needs a victory. You must know your fight is of utmost importance. We need you more than ever before. Captain Tobias. Alright, let's see what these dwarves are all about. Oh, look at this. Look at this swampy outcropping. Got a shield breaker. He's got 2 charges. Order steady units power equal to Mahakam shield bearer's power. Pretty good, pretty good. Move 2 units from with the same power to the other row on their side. Okay. Movement stuff. And then what's the axe guy? He looks legit. Damage an enemy and all other enemies with the same power by 2. Ooh, that could be tricksy. I think we're fine for now. Force 2 units of duel. Yeah, I think we're fine for now. Is there more in here then? I didn't get. The phone. Oh, what's his name? Zegrin's gone. Oh yeah, what does this thing do? Draw 2 units and set their power to 1. Okay. Oh, I got Vormir's Horn. Whenever an ally appears, strengthen it by 1 and give it 1 armor. Or remove it to the other. I think I like the banner. I think I'm on Team Gascon apparently. Oh, the rain, that's what I haven't looked at. Move 6 enemies to the other row and damage them by 2. Okay. And time to talk to everybody. I'm losing my friends. Look at all the friends that are gone. No Eek, no Black Rayla, no
You
Gabron.
need my help with anything? Anything at all? I've ideas aplenty.
Ever travelled with an army before?
Frankly, can't say that I have. You folk are my first. And let me say, it's not nearly as dull as I expected. Your travelling companions are fascinating, truly.
Is that so? Who, if I might ask?
Let me think. Then there's that aged woman. Isabel, is it? Oh, your grace, a complete lunatic, that one.
Yeah.
Did you know she believes the world to be round? Round! Like an egg!
Oh my god.
And just between the two of us, the quiet chap, Xavier, gives me the willies, truth be told. Could just be on account of his face looking like a piece of taffy stuck to the sole of a boot. Who else? Oh, right, a word of advice. Never play Gascon at cards. He's a hustler, that one. And he tells tall tales. About debts, specifically, ones that I supposedly owe him. And the Reynard fellow. What a jester.
Oh, this
Always
is
good
like,
for a laugh.
It's like checking.
I'm sorry, what?
Every day he barks at me, stand at attention, with a perfectly straight face. And last, he asked
It's checking for which characters
asked
I
if
have
I'd served in the
still in my
Norm
party.
Army. I mean, really. Sometimes I just can't with that man.
Very thorough, Barnabas. I thank you. Time I attended to other matters.
Ah, yes, you're still here. Off you go, then.
Yes, milady?
Oh, Xavier.
I haven't had the opportunity to thank you. Had you not been so alert, we'd have fallen to our deaths in Mahakam.
I merely did my duty, Your Majesty.
Modest as ever. Yet once the war is over,
Why hasn't
I shall
Isabel
make certain
healed
you're
him?
properly rewarded.
My lady, the one reward I desire is victory. Your victory.
Other matters await my attention. We shall speak later.
As you wish, my lady.
Hey ho, how's my favourite queen in the north?
Queen of the North.
Ever have regrets? Feel remorse?
For what?
Oh, I don't know. Killing innocents, perhaps? Murdering travelers, pilgrims?
I've always warned them. Won't touch a hair on your heads, provided you don't resist. So, see, gave them a choice. Besides, innocence? Please, Maeve. We both know those to be mythical creatures. Everyone's got something on their conscience.
So there's always call for murder.
That's right. Dead right. You need but answer it.
It's time I attended to other matters.
Trusty
Your Grace.
Reynard.
Reynard, you fought in the first war against Nilfgaard, did you not?
Yes, Your Grace. Though, as a mere captain then.
Were they equally cruel? Did they scorch fields, turn peasants into slaves?
No, Your Grace. They fought with honor in those days.
So, what's happened? Why the change?
It's said Emperor Emir var Emrys's heart hardened over the years. He's grown crueler, more ruthless. His soldiers' zeal for violence has followed suit.
But you don't say that.
No, Your Grace.
To your mind, why do they now despise us as they war against us?
'Tis ever easier to loathe those you know. Before the First War, they knew nothing about us.
Man,
Then
Reynard
they
working
saw they'd the
against
better
me.
weapons, larger cities, superior craft. But in our towns, waste flowed through the streets in open gutters. And they concluded we weren't their equals. It's far easier to kill when one holds such a
Oh, there's
belief.
a CD Projekt Red, I don't know, Robin up in the rafters. I never noticed that before.
It's time I attended to other matters.
Up here. CD Projekt Red. What do I want to upgrade? Still kind of want the Palisades, but now I'm gonna. Yeah, I guess. It's that 10,000 thing I wanted. Recruitment camp. What is this swamp? No, what is this swamp hut that we found ourselves in? This one's gonna give me a lot of wood. Last place gave me a lot of money that I immediately lost. Definitely looks like something I can interact with. Wait, how do I get... Can I go up here? I have to like go around and backtrack? How do I get back here? Bridge on the Yoruga.
Hidden among
Isn't this where you
brambles,
start, Witcher
Meave
3?
watched the Nilfgaardian sentries atop the palisade. In full gear, alert in stance, they looked sharp and ready to defend the stronghold.
Blast!
Meave hissed, for she now knew Red Lobendon would not fall by surprise. A siege would be needed, and it would slow her advance. Yet there was naught she could do, as this was her one road to Angren and to Caldwell. Reynard wiped the sweat from his brow, donned his helmet, and dropped his visor with a tap.
On your command, Your Majesty.
Very well. We mustn't delay. Reynard, our plan of attack. Armored infantry to lead and take the first salvo upon their breast, scaling ladders to follow. Afterwards...
Masterful. Truly masterful.
Interrupted Gascon.
Yet, despite the mastery, fit to be improved.
How, namely?
Hold back your force. Lie in waiting. I'll take 10 good men and open the gates for you. Wide.
And how do you aim to achieve this?
Asked Reynard.
Knock and claim to be a trinket peddler, I suppose. Or perhaps one of Lebioda's devout disciples.
Must you know every last detail? Where's the fun in that, sir?
There's none in warfare. Never.
Seethed Reynard.
For war is no farce. Your Majesty, he stands no chance. Not the slightest.
None at all, I concur. Yet his eagerness intrigues. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah.
Reynard did not approve of Meave's decision, this was clear. Yet he dared not undermine it. The Queen's blessing now his, Gascon assembled a small force and set off
Reynard
straight
turns
for the
against us.
stronghold gate.
Lambs to the slaughter,
muttered Reynard, shaking his head.
My Queen, it's not too late. We can always...
Shh! Look.
Already at the gate, Gascon lifted his arm in a gesture of peace, then merrily bantered a bit with the guards. A moment later, the gates jerked into motion.
But how?
No matter. The gate stands open. We must attack.
Meave raced off towards the fortress without even glancing back. She knew well her soldiers would follow.
Attack! The Battle of Red Lobendon. I feel like I've heard of this. The guards continued their attempt to close the gate, but Gascon's men quickly disposed of them, thrusting their knives between gaps in heavy plate. The Valerians raised their fists in triumph and cheered, but Meave was quick to silence them. Their celebration was premature. True, the invaders lost the tactical advantage, but had not yet been defeated. Oh, wow, they are entrenched. Every 2 turns on turn start, destroy a random Nilfgaardian. And I have a stray infiltrator and a stray infiltrator. I could potentially... Oh. Direct damage. I need direct damage. At the field medic.
The strays have come to play!
The unit to the right. In 2 turns on turn start, boost this unit by the combined power of adjacent units, then move to the other side.
Hey?
In hand, deck, or battlefield, strengthen self by 2 whenever an enemy appears on the ranged row.
Sand aplenty in them. Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Kill. Damage. Damage.
Wise choice.
I can trigger our list.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
This guy. Oh, why did he get consumed? Oh, so what do you do? Draw a card if you are losing. Oof. Whoa! Come on!
Our ballista, your command.
Oh, you killed him.
Armor won't say.
I thought they exploded when they were done.
Order!
Her Majesty is exceptional.
The chase is on!
What did the dog just eat? Oh, is that that's the turn counter thing out there, that 3. Okay. You're counting up or down? Siege weapons are fine.
Should've listened to me old lady.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Catch!
Catch! What is this thing even do? What does this trinket do? Oh, I didn't know I could go like left and right. If I like double someone's... I had no idea what that did. Damage a unit by 10 if it survived, boost it by 25. How was I supposed to know that? Oh wow, go dog.
Notice! All roads lead to Nilfgaard.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
Could turn someone into a bear.
Order will triumph. It must triumph.
Left, right, left, right.
Or get through his pass and I lose, right? Yeah. Weird. Interesting fight. So I don't think I want to be pulling so many people. Ooh, Isabel will just win this game for us. Let's... Ooh, that could be good. Alright, let's go with something like this.
Oh! Ha ha! The strays have come to play!
So if I... Where are you?
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
seems just unlucky.
Life is mine now.
Apparently 2.
Are you mad? Don't shake that!
Oh, I'm supposed to slap. So how does this work? Appears in ranged row. Oh, they can do it on themselves. No, they can't. When an enemy appears on the ranged row. Let's make you a bear. Is it random? Random Nilfgaardian ally.
Wise choice.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
Boost adjacent element. Great. It's a big dog.
Order will triumph. It must triumph.
Killing my bear.
I'm a monster.
Eventually you're gonna have to play allies onto the front row, aren't you?
Praise be to the great sun!
There's 2 of them. Oh, that's supposed to do AoE damage.
Again and again and again. An army's a waste of time for one like me.
So much anger and suffering. For what?
How's that? Huh? It is definitely like hitching on the flames. No! No! Gosh damn it.
As ordered. This could hurt.
willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me. There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Left, right, left, right.
Hey? Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Ooh, okay. Bringing it down. Good luck doubling your score.
My boots got sand on kitty.
Actually, if he plays another one of those 81 guys, it's gonna hurt. I could have easily focused down this guy's armor.
One red Lobenden for you, my lady.
Lobenden.
Compliments of the house.
Red Lobenden.
Gascon seemed a fiend as he fought his way to the keep, then single-handedly killed the commander. Suddenly leaderless, the Nilfgaardians laid down their arms.
My, Gascon. Colour me surprised.
Pleasantly so, I trust.
Don't fish for compliments, it doesn't suit you.
It doesn't suit you.
Besides, you know you deserve both medal and title.
I shall hold you to it, my queen.
In due course. But I must know how. What ruse persuaded the Nilfgaardians to open the gate?
Come, my delightful charms, no ruse.
Ah, I see. Not one to share secrets.
Unremarkable, as I see it. I'd hold my tongue too, were my conscience thus burdened.
I've done naught to hide my shameful past, friend. I was a brigand, indeed, yet...
Do not dare take me for a fool. You know of what I speak.
Yet I don't. Reynard, what is this? What the devils is with you?
Your Grace, in Mahakam, the Nilfgaardian letter we managed to intercept. Consider your offer accepted. Direct Meve and her force to the agreed site. We await their arrival. Your reward shall be as agreed. 'Twas Gascon who told us Caldwell had received Angren to rule. 'Twas Gascon who suggested we ride for Lobenden. Here, the Blackclads willingly opened the gate, for they expected him to deliver a prisoner. You!
I don't believe this. No, it cannot be.
Deny it, Gascon. Go on. Tell me I'm wrong. Do you require any more proof, Your Grace? What do they promise you? Amnesty? Coin in heaps?
Both. I knew Nilfgaard wouldn't parley with me as a matter of course. To be treated seriously, I needed something they valued. A stroke of luck, it was, the chance to free you from Caldwell's grip. 'Twas in Edern that we first spoke. Then came to an understanding after Rosberg's fall.
Why do I still live then? Why not snatch me under Knight's mantle, drag me to Red Lobenden in chains?
Meve, I sought to sell you out, I did, and aimed to gain by it. Yet in Edern, you earned my respect. In Mahakam, my admiration. I swore then, I wouldn't follow the terms of the accord I'd made. Instead, I'd let you into the fort and make damn sure the Commandant couldn't reveal the truth. Alas, seems I underestimated Reynard.
Flattery will get you knout. You, sir, are a traitor.
Ah, please, friend. You appear to me a pot that calls the kettle black.
Reynard? What does he mean?
I've no notion, your grace. Not the slightest.
Truly? Ha! And I had you pegged for a man of honor. Come now,
Man of
Reynard.
honor.
Who sent secret missives to Willem? Go on, you really should tell your queen.
What?
Both of them.
Reynard?
His Highness guest chambers in Mahakam. One of my lads snuck in. Found a letter bearing the signature of one Reynard Odo.
Reynard, I beg you. Say it's not so. Tell me it's a filthy lie.
Your grace. I'd hoped His Highness and you would reconcile. To see son stand against mother rent my heart. I wish to help.
Behind my back.
Your Majesty, I sought merely to push the youth to see reason, to open his eyes.
So say you now. Yet I can't know what was in the letters. I can't know what pacts you made. And alas, I can no longer take you at your word.
I'm not alone in having deceived. Yet I am in repairing my wrong.
Meve felt a tempest rise inside her. Yet she could not release it lest it cloud her view. She would solve the problem, strike it from her mind, and resume her journey at once.
Ooh, I can't get rid of both of them.
Drawn and quartered, I should have you both. Yet in truth, I cannot do without your aid. Now more than ever. 'Tis the one reason I show mercy and forgive.
Your grace, perhaps made with doubt, but 'tis the right decision. I shall prove it. Thank you.
Reynard and I rarely see eye to eye, but under the circumstances, I second his every word.
Oh, shut your damn traps! And I believe you're needed in the wagon train. Now!
The Queen's wish was clear and fierce.
Oof.
Gascon and Reynard slid off, leaving Meve to her thoughts. From the palisade's rampart, Meve gazed out over the marshlands across the Aruga. The Queen sighed deeply. She expected great challenges in Angren. She had also expected, even hoped, to find the one traitor in her midst. But two, and both her close aides-de-camp.
Aides-de-camp?
She felt a weight upon her heart now.
Blast it all.
She muttered.
Not the first dagger I've taken in the back. Likely not the last either. Yet to pity my lot will help not at all.
From the captive Nilfgaardians, Meve learned Caldwell was at Tuzla Castle.
Tuzla.
In Angren's very heart. A small detachment would remain at Red Lobendon, while the Queen with the rest of her force set off to face the treacherous Count.
Mom, I must speak to you when you find a free moment.
Palatine Caldwell. To Palatine Caldwell from Duke Ardal Epdai, Grand Chancellor, Commander of the Army Group East. Your request to return to Lyria has been rejected. I agree with your argument that King Willem requires the support of an experienced politician. That is why I shall advise him should the need arise. For now, your talents are more useful in Angren. And as you know, the Emperor depends on the rapid delivery of building materials to our shipyards. I advise you make the fulfillment to his wishes your top priority. Delays are unacceptable.
Savarut, Nordling, Netamar, Godefme, Godefmisser, Godefme, Godefmisser, Godefme, Godef.
Ooh-wee.
keep a close eye on him, Mom. Don't you fret. I'll keep a close eye on him, Mom. Don't you fret.
I grab these over here.
I'll keep a close eye on him, Mom. Don't you fret.
Mom. The way they say, the way they like pull out their A's, sounds like they're saying Mom. Ooh. Ooh, another Nilfgaardian fight? No, just flags. Chest! Oh, that was it? Was all that was in the chest? Think. I think we will talk to Isabel, and then we will probably be done with this for today.
I'm pleased to see you again, Mom. You need something?
You wish to speak with me? In private?
Yes, Mom. I've given thought to certain matters. The time's come to explain and reveal my decisions. I've not been entirely honest.
Everybody's
but
traitor.
I've seen you very much deserve the truth. You're brave, wise, and above all, you've a good heart. And thus you're unlike any other ruler I've ever met, had dealings with.
Isabel, what is it you wish to say? You're starting to worry me.
I told you of Sintra and Sodden. Do you recall?
Sodden.
It's true, I took part in that war. Yet I fought for the Empire.
What? I'm not certain I understand.
My name is Isbel ep Muirmos, of Nilfgaard. I wish I could say I am from a conquered province. I wish I had that luxury. But no, I hail from the city of the Golden Towers itself.
Whoa.
My, I'd certainly not expected that. Please, tell me more.
I went straight from the academy to the army, as majors do in Nilfgaard. Yet I truly believed our aim to be to build a better world. With our help, the mages, the Emperor conquered realm after realm, right up to the Amel Mountains. Yet he was not sated, and turned his greedy eyes to the north. But the north stood and faced him. I'll never forget the bloodbath he wrought in Sintra. It was unspeakable.
He sought to intimidate us. He united us instead.
Indeed. At Sodden, when chaos engulfed the Imperial army, I saw my chance to flee the madness and begin life anew. And I did just that. I never sought thereafter to rejoin my countrymen or return to my home. Instead, I stayed in the north and swore never again to use my magic to harm others. Yet I cannot stand idle as the Emperor perpetrates atrocity after atrocity. I wish to fight at your side.
Fight!
All deserve a second chance. Yet from now on, there are to be no more secrets between us.
Certainly. I thank you. You've no idea what this means to me.
Good. Oh, and Isbel, this must stay between us alone. For your own sake.
I appreciate the concern, Mom, but you needn't worry about me. I've lived for some time in the north, and dare say I know how to get by.
Destroyer?
The city of the Golden Towers.
Tell me about the
Don't think I know any
capital
soul
of
who's seen
Nilfgaard.
it with their own eyes.
Did you know many common folk believe they're made of real gold, the towers? Yet they're named for how the southern sun dances off their rooftops. My family lived in the capital long before Nilfgaard was ever an empire. The city is of great beauty, was always a source of pride, turned arrogance in time. When I was but a lass, my father would take me to the grand amphitheater to watch the gladiators fight. A daughter of Nilfgaard should grow accustomed to the sight of blood, he said. For to conquer the world was our destiny.
Dreadful. You must have hated it.
At the time, I saw nothing wrong in it. I admired the gladiators for their bravery, skill, finesse. Though now it shames me to admit it.
Duty calls. I must go.
Of course. Should you need me, I'll be here.
What's new Isbell do? Damage enemies at random for the total of damage taken during the... Whoa. That's big. I should really use some of these dwarves. Are they blitz? Oh, they are blitz. Dwarves are blitz? My god. Do I want to cut Barnabas out? Really, I do get frustrated when... I should cut these guys out too. Bags are just for multi-round ones. I do get frustrated when when he creates a trinket and I have no idea what to do with it. Okay. Oh, also, what can I craft? Maybe would you just new support units in the command tent? War Machine's a blitz unit. Increase my movement speed. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for now. Woo! We found the traitors after meeting the Dwarf King, so I was happy about that. Man, it's crazy how many of my like big named characters I could have lost right there. Like if I hadn't been forgiving, like all of a sudden Gascon and Reynard just get thrown out, and then the only named characters I would have would be Barnabas and Isbell, which again, Isbell I could have like kicked out, so definitely had an opportunity to kick out all my friends, but I kept Renard and Gascon, and hopefully we can do more movement shenanigans as well as some of that order stuff now that I'm using more dwarves. But yeah, we'll have to check out this. We'll have to check out the rest of the swamp in the next episode. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you do, follow, like, and subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitch so you can see more great content like this. I hope you have a super day. I hope you have a super week. And I hope you have a super day. Bye!